I'm here with three very special folks for a special Curator's Corner. I've got Cliff Burgess. He's the NRA Firearms for Freedom Program Coordinator. We're also joined by Manny Dela Cruz, CEO of GunAuction.com, and Christy Dela Cruz, CFO of GunAuction.com. Before we get to the firearm, because Cliff, it's a beautiful one, but we're going to have to hold that. First of all, tell us, what is the NRA Firearms for Freedom Program?
The Firearms for Freedom Program began about 2 years ago to provide a service to our members in which they could make a patriotic disposition of their firearms when they arrive at a point in life, usually about 60 or later, where they need to do something with them. And we have had a tremendous amount of response. We've raised over $1.5 million in a short period of time through this program. And the donors will donate to support either the NRA or one of its 501c3 charitable affiliates. And they can do that with an outright gift. They can do that as to get a charitable gift annuity, or to even set up a trust for their kids' college educations. The other thing that we do is we get donations for the National Firearms Museum. These are pieces of historic import for that need to be both preserved and are used for educational purposes. So it's a two-pronged program. And it's just beginning, and we're very excited about where the growth and where it's going.
Speaking about excited about growth, we're here to kind of make a neat announcement here. Tell me what's going on here with Manny and Christy.
Okay, Manny is the CEO of GunAuction.com, and we have had a good relationship with them for the last 5 years, where sellers on their online auctions have volunteered a percentage of their sales to support the NRA. And they've raised over $100,000, but we're now going to partner in a bigger way, where GunAuction.com will actually put up for auction the donated firearms to turn into cash, where 100% of their bid will come back to support the NRA. That's the same kind of relationship we've had with the big auction houses, but we can do it more efficiently. We can turn the donations into cash more quickly with this new arrangement, and we're very, very happy to have that partnership.
That is great news. Manny, turning to you, why was it important that you do this with NRA and in general, and with the Firearms for Freedom program?
You know, I'm a true believer in the Second Amendment. I served in the military. I was in the Marine Corps. I wanted to do something that was helpful in a meaningful way. And one of the things that I really enjoy about this business is I work online, I work on the internet. Bringing people together with the firearms that they want is, you know, it's a satisfying occupation. And working with Cliff Burgess and the Firearms for Freedom program, we've been able to come up with an idea where we are able to help people turn their guns into the funds necessary to continue that fight for the Second Amendment. So for us personally, I mean, that's a very satisfying place to be.
And thank you for your service, by the way. And turning to you, Christy, this isn't just a boys' club for getting involved with this. Talk a little bit about that. I was talking off the air with some of the folks here from Firearms for Freedom, and there's some neat ways you can get involved. Tell us about that.
Absolutely. The NRA is for everyone. This program, the Firearms for Freedom, allow women as well to support the NRA. You may not have the funds to support the NRA's programs, but you may have a collection. You may be a widow with a collection of firearms, and we can help you dispose of those in a way that will support the programs that we care most about, both, you know, our legislative, our women's programs, whatever they may be. We women are a powerful force as well, and this is one way that we can help.
And a great example of that is getting back to the museum. You saw the Peterson collection, which was all facilitated by Mr. Peterson's widow, and that's become a huge part of this incredible museum that the NRA Firearms Museum has become. And speaking of that, let's turn back to Cliff, and we talked about Curator's Corner, because let's talk about this firearm you brought with us.
I want to make one more comment before.
Sure, go ahead.
And that is that, as Christy said, widows can leave a patriotic legacy to memorialize their husbands with their gun collections, and maybe help themselves out financially. We are a service to our members, and there are many ways in which we can work with with widows and women donors themselves, women who have their own firearm collections, and there are some of them, believe me. So the firearm, let's focus on
Let's
it.
do that.
All right, this firearm is an Ariata custom side-by-side 20 gauge, and right before the annual meeting, I got a phone call from Lewis Evans from Olathe, Kansas, and he called me up and told me that he had this firearm that he wanted to donate, and it was the best gun that he owned, and he wanted to give his best to save the rest. And this is a marketing theme that you pay companies thousands of dollars to come up with. And this was an individual who felt so strongly, as Manny does, about the Second Amendment and the need to preserve our rights for our future generations, that he donated this gorgeous, gorgeous Ariata custom shotgun that would normally sell for about $5,000. And what a tremendous experience that is for me in running this program, to deal with people like that who have the same passion that a lot of us share.
Okay, so now is this going to go up for auction?
Oh yes, this will be a featured firearm when our full auction program comes up on gunauction.com, which is probably about, certainly a few weeks, maybe a month or so away.
That's so great. So tell Cliff how folks can get more information about NRA Firearms for Freedom program.
Well, the easiest way to do it is to go to our website, which is www.nraFFF.com. And it explains the whole program. It provides contact information. Any donation to the NRA to benefit the NRA has to come through me, and then I will put people in contact with NRA staff members depending upon what they want to do, how they want to, where they want their donation to benefit, and how they want to be recognized or derive some kind of financial benefit, as well as supporting the NRA.
And Manny, tell us how folks can get more information about gunauction.com, besides going to gunauction.com.
Right. Of course, the best way is to get online and go to gunauction.com. The NRA Firearms for Freedom program, there's going to be a prominent banner on the front of the website. If you click on that, that'll take you to the auctions that we're running for the Firearms for Freedom program. One more thing I'd like to say, this is an excellent example of, some of the best quality that somebody can offer to the NRA. The thing that I like about this program is that if anybody has any kind of gun that they want to give, they can send it to us and we'll put it up for them. It doesn't have to be, a $5,000 or $10,000 or $20,000 shotgun. It can be the $200 pistol that you've got set aside that you're never using. If you want to use that gun to defend your Second Amendment rights, we can turn that gun into cash and then help the NRA in their mission.
Awesome. And it's so great, guys, taking advantage of the technology, because this is where it's all at. I mean, it's great with the traditional Cliff with auction houses, and that's cool, and there's nice catalogs, but man, you go online, and that is really where it's at as far as, and this is such a great partnership.
Yeah, that's exactly true, because in our last auction, our last live auction, more than 90% of the bids came online. And it was a strong message to us. We really need to take advantage of the internet, the cyberspace, and because we can do it faster, cheaper, and better.
And Manny and Christy, with a great partnership with an outfit like yours, NRA is really partnering up with it to make a really strong alliance here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've been working closely with the NRA for 4 or 5 years now. We view this as an extension of that relationship, something that will not only benefit the NRA directly, but benefit the membership. It's a service that we want to provide. If there's any way that we can help in disposing of these firearms in a safe and legal way, we're going to be there to help.
Cliff Burgess, Manny De La Cruz, and Christy De La Cruz, thank you so much for being with us on NRA News.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.